Check, 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 check. 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 That's better. That's a lot better.
Good evening, high school sports fans, and welcome to coverage of the WPIAL playoffs. Today we've got a 3A girls matchup as the number 7 team, Keystone Oaks. The Golden Eagles are going to be hosting the number 10 seed Charleroi Cougars alongside Mr. Casey McIntyre. My name is Dean Delamalva Jr. I am the sports correspondent for the Mountain Valley Independent. And excited to get things going here, Casey. Casey, we got a 7-10 game, and those have been pretty exciting so far in the tournament.
Yeah, I think looking over this, how both of these teams have played this season, it seems like it should be a good matchup. Looks like both teams are young. Keystone Oaks, I think, only 3 seniors. Charleroi, 1 senior, 2 juniors. So it should be a good matchup.
If you look at this game on paper, these two teams are very similar to each other. Offensive scoring, Charleroi coming in at 46.6 points a game, and Keystone Oaks at 46.9. Defensive scoring, Charleroi 42.4, Keystone Oaks 46.3. So very close results-wise for these two teams, for sure. And then if you look down the list of teams that they've played, both teams have lost to South Park, who's the number 5 team in this bracket. Both teams have lost to Burgettstown, a 2A team. As a matter of fact, the Golden Eagles have lost twice to them. Burgettstown, of course, actually eliminated in their first round game against Greensburg Central Catholic in a 5-12 game. So upset there. Upset's possible no matter where you go in all of these brackets, really.
Yeah, no, and I think that 5-12, that was one of your picks, right?
It was one of my picks. I did. I picked Greensburg Central to beat them, to beat Burgettstown in 2A, and they did last night, 52-39. So hats off to me, I guess. And then this one for Keystone Oaks, they've got a couple of players who are averaging over 15 points a game. Lexi Wagner, guard 5'5" senior at 15 on the nose points per game, and Ariana Neal just ahead of her at 15.1. She is a 5'4" guard and a sophomore. So getting a couple people into double figures there. For Charleroi, of course, led by, like you mentioned, a very young squad. McKenna Boots the younger, 14.7 points per game. A couple of players under 10, but still able to score. Bella Corrado, 9.1. Riley Jones, 7.1. This is my first time seeing the Lady Cougars this season, so at least live anyway.
Yeah, no, the Cougars, they're a good group. I mean, it's a good group, and, they're young, but I think, I was thinking about it, and, we kind of went over the brackets and talked about it, and one of the things that I think will help them is they may be young when it comes to playoff high school basketball, but a lot of these girls have played in the high-pressure games, whether it be soccer, softball, AAU basketball. So it's not like they're coming into this, fresh and not really knowing what they need to do. So it'll just be interesting, and it'll be good to see if they can all put it together here tonight.
Yeah, so we are a few minutes away here from the start of this one. Looking forward to calling you out on that game as well. We have quite a slate of games involving our local teams today. The 5A playoffs in boys get underway. Latrobe is visiting Thomas Jefferson, and McKeesport, who won their pigtail game, their present for that is number 1 Char Valley in 5A. So good luck to the Tigers in that one. Drayden Reynolds will be someone for sure to be able to mess with, for sure. In the 2A bracket, California also, boys, also a winner in their pigtail game, and they get a number 1 seed in their matchup, Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. So good luck. Again, it's going to be a challenge for both of those teams, but I'm sure they'll be ready to go. Also, an 8-9 game, Monessen is at Shenango. Sarah Catholic, who won their pigtail matchup last Saturday, will play number 2 seeded Greensburg Central Catholic at Sarah Catholic. So Greensburg Central unable to play home games due to gym size. Yeah. So home court advantage for the Eagles in that one. But I don't know that it'll be that much of a difference. Greensburg Central's beat them by 20 plus twice. And Fort Cherry is going to travel to Perryopolis and take on Fraser. The Fighting Jeremy Salutes going at it.
Yeah. You know, I'm sure. How many times has he said "go doors" so far today?
I think he said it probably in his sleep a few times last night. Also, you know, leading up to the game today, probably, you know, under his breath all day. Go doors, go doors, go doors. But this is the lone local game in the girls' side involving a local team, Charleroi and Keystone Oaks, here in 3A. So we're getting ready to do the national anthem, so we'll step aside for that. Anthem in, starting 5 in, and we are moments away here from Keystone Oaks High School for this 7-10 matchup. Charleroi entering the contest at 8-8. They were 6-5 in Section 2 3A. Keystone Oaks 10-7 overall, 9-3 in Section 3 3A. They were the runner-ups to Brentwood, who came in at 12-1 overall and 11-0 in section. Charleroi came in third behind South Park and Waynesburg in Section 2. What do you think? You got maybe a key for the Cougars tonight?
I think they got to play together. You know, to see Boots and Bella and Lena and you know, everybody kind of step up and play. You know, they just got to play together, and everybody has to perform at the same time. You know.
We got a foul already. 5 seconds in. Riley had won the tip back. Riley Jones did, but they weren't able to possess, and Karanko is going to pick up the first foul of the game for Charleroi just 5 seconds in. Underneath, inbounding for Keystone Oaks, that is Oluziani. Out to Bailey. Rigged for 3. Banking one home, and it's 3-0 Keystone Oaks. And a turnover now for the Cougars. Here comes back the other way, Keystone Oaks. Drive to the lane was Lexi Wagner, and now she's fouled. And that is number 2 already on Hannah Karanko, just 27 seconds into this one. That's not good. So that'll put Lexi Wagner on the line for 2. And she's good on the first. Ready to put the second one up here. No good with that one. A rebound for Bella Corrado underneath. And here comes Charleroi looking for their first basket. It's Lena Henderson. She'll drive. Baseline jump shot. It's good. Lena Henderson gets the Charleroi Cougars on the board. And it's 3-2 now. 4-2 now. Scoreboard's not up to date yet. Driving the lane, no good. Rebound offensive and put back for Ariana Neal. I don't know what they're doing over there at the scoreboard. Karanko is going to fire up a three. Tried to bank it home. No good. Rebound to Grace Gardner, and back the other way comes Keystone Oaks. Fired up the floor quickly. Nicely done. And Bailey Rigg has a layup.
Did they only give her 2 on that?
That's a possibility.
I think she might have had a foot on the line.
That might have been the case. Trying to look here. No, they've got 32 with 5 points. So they didn't give Wagner her free throw. I mean, I'm going to go with 8-2 at this point. Until they figure something out. And Karanko loses the ball again here. This is going to be Wagner on the steal. Kick it out far side to Rigg. Jump shot up. No good. And the ball is going to be corralled this time by Riley Jones. Charleroi is going to try to run a little bit. Boots the Younger bringing the ball up the court. Pass across goes off a Golden Eagle player and out of bounds. 6:15 to go. Scoreboard says 7-2. We're going to check that out. We think it's 8-2. Inbound. Henderson drives, stops, pops for a bank shot, and is good. Henderson has 4, all 4, 7-4. Keystone Oaks up the floor quickly. We got a block underneath by Corrado. She's going to bring it up the floor. Drive all the way in. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Grace Gardner. And Wagner brings it up the floor. Again on the wing. This is another 3 ball. No good. Long rebound. Ends up being tracked down by Gardner. Nobody home for Charleroi there.
They need to get those ones. That'll help get them back in the game, but they got to get those loose balls.
Very long rebound just to a wide open space, unfortunately, that time. This is Ariana Neal. Back to Lexi Wagner. She'll drive, put up a running jump shot, no good. Offensive rebound by Gardner underneath. Back out to Wagner again, throws up a shot and another, nope, we got a traveling violation this time. Turnover number 1 for Keystone Oaks.
I've noticed early Keystone Oaks, they're quick in the transition. They're real quick in the transition, and I think that's given Charleroi a little bit of trouble. They got to get back, turn around and get back.
Absolutely. Here comes the Younger driving all the way in, and she ran right into Grace Gardner and a blocking foul on her. First team foul. In the process of shooting as well. And the Younger misses the first one. Talked about the youth of this Charleroi team. Lots of freshmen on the floor, getting some valuable experience in this one.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I do believe. Okay, no. You got a sophomore in Henderson who comes up with a steal, drives, and she's fouled going to the basket. Charleroi trying to get things going now here. First one for her is good. Of course, Karanko bringing some experience to the team as well. She's a junior. Got them both. And Lena Henderson has all 6 Charleroi points. It's 8-6. Almost picking a pocket again there. Gardner's going to drive inside. Offensive rebound and putback by Polziani.
Have to take advantage of the rebounds.
Absolutely.
Got to box out. Got to, they got to limit them to one shot. I mean, obviously that makes, that's just common sense, but they need to really work on that.
Henderson with a baseline jump shot. Ball ends up being corralled by Polziani, I'm sorry. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout here by Keystone Oaks. So we got, the clock's running here on the timeout. So the timeout 10-6 or 9-6, depending, I guess. Yeah. We're going to go with 9-6 because that's what the scoreboard says right now.
Until the scoreboard changes, I'll keep it at 9-6.
Yeah. So a bit of a slow start, but able to get things going a little bit here. Thanks in part to Lena Henderson with 6 points. Coming out in the press this time. Looking like some man here. Henderson. And Wagner. Foul's going to be on Henderson. First team third. Well, she looks like your girl's throwing her forearm sugar. She's not afraid to get a little contact there. Yeah. Here comes Neal. She's going to drive and draw a foul. And second foul on Lena Henderson. So already 2 fouls for 2 of Charleroi's guards, Henderson and Karenko. And Neal will go to the line here. First one is good. Neal now has 3. Second one off the back iron, no good. Henderson gets the defensive rebound. And here comes DeYounger up the floor. Henderson on the wing. She'll stop and pop for a jump shot. No good. Rebounded once again by Gardner inside. Grace Gardner with 5 rebounds already for Keystone Oaks. Like you said, Charleroi just hasn't been able to get up on the glass against, looks like this team's a little taller. Yeah. Neal again. Offensive rebound for Neal and a putback. It's now 12-6. 3 ball on the wing here for Karenko is no good. Henderson gets the rebound, and she's grabbed on the way up. Third team foul on Keystone Oaks. This one's called on Lexi Wagner, and it's just going to be a out-of-bounds play here.
Got Reese Eddy coming in for Hannah Karenko.
Reese Eddy, a junior, 5'6". Sorry about that. And a rebound this time by Riley Jones on the jumper by Corrado. And she draws a foul. Polziani picks up her foul. Second foul on her. 14 fouls now. Eddy tried a sneaky inbounds pass there, lost it.
I think she lost her balance a little bit there, trying to just bail herself out.
Gardner now driving inside, puts up a shot, rolls around, and goes down. Grace Gardner has put them back out in front, 14-6 now. DeYounger, backside pressure, didn't see her there, forced the turnover. Back the other way comes Lexi Wagner for another basket, and now Charleroi is going to call a timeout. 2:57 to go here in the first quarter. It's 16-6. Keystone Oaks on the scoreboard as we've got a full timeout here for Charleroi. DeYounger didn't even see the defender on the backside there with the help. I guess you need to maybe have a little bit better communication behind her.
And that's what I was going to say. You know what I mean? There's 4 other players on the court. You think somebody's got to speak up, step up, and try to give her a little help on that one.
We had some great sponsors this year for MVI Sports. I'm going to thank some of those as the night goes on. Although insurance does not always cover wellness and preventative care, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness offers very affordable wellness programs and packages to improve your body's overall wellness and performance. Our programs are top-notch in improving overall health and wellness and athletic performance for all ages. Go see Valley native Dr. Emilio Gallis and his staff for all your physical therapy and sports injury treatment needs. Visit them on the web at www.eliteptw.com or arrange a consultation at 638 Rostraver Road in Bell Vernon. Out of the full timeout, Charleroi trailing by 10 as of right now, 16-6. 2:57 to go here in the first quarter. Here comes DeYounger up the floor, playing against this Keystone Oaks zone defense from the looks of it here. A little bit of maybe a matchup zone. Henderson's going to fire up a 3 from the wing. That's no good. Rebounded again by Ariana Neal.
Again, transition. It's a 3-on-1 right now.
Missed the layup, though. Neal gets the rebound, and now the ball out of bounds to Charleroi.
It's tough. It's tough. I mean, just that quick. It was a 3-on-1.
Keystone Oaks able to get the ball up the floor very quickly most of this first quarter already. We'll see if there's some kind of adjustment made here. Here's Eddie into the corner. Henderson thought about it. Now she does take it, and she's got this one. Lena Henderson for 3. 16-9, and again, she has all 9 Charleroi points thus far. Wagner to Neal against this 2-1-2 zone. Skip pass over in the corner. That's a jump shot there by Rigg. No good. Corrado gets the board. And Charleroi is going to try to set things up here. Tries to throw a pass inside, and it goes by everybody. A little bit of a forced look there, trying to again sneak a pass in. It just went through everybody.
Yeah.
1:37 to go. 16-9. Keystone Oaks out in front. This is Rigg, and then back to Wagner. She finds Neal in the corner. Down low goes to Gardner. She makes a move inside, throws up a shot, no good. Rebound for Riley Jones. Back the other way comes Charleroi now. Over on the wing, Corrado. She's going to try to drive inside. Now she'll kick it out to Eddie. Back to DeYounger. And she will reset the Cougar offense. Eddie in the corner, now to Corrado in the corner. She will fire up a 3, no good. Rebounded again by Neal.
Got to follow up the shot.
And a turnover. Back the other way comes DeYounger. She'll drive, and a charging violation here. So able to force the steal, the turnover, but unable to convert as DeYounger picks up her first foul.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I was talking to Jose in the Keysport game we did earlier this week. The charging call is one that literally it depends on the official.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It could be called either way.
Yeah,
and sometimes you see it like not even called at all, which is odd. Like if somebody gets run into, there's a foul.
Yeah.
Whether it be a charge or a block, there's a foul.
Right.
And DeYounger anticipated that one. She's going to get the steal in all alone for the layup. DeYounger with her first basket of the night.
16-11 with about 14 seconds to go. Charleroi needs a stop. There it is.
There's a turnover. That last steal and layup is something that might give them a little energy here. 5.7 to go. Henderson to inbound. She needs to hurry. Gets it into DeYounger. Over to Corrado, over the timeline. Now 2 seconds to go. She'll fire up a 3. No good off the back iron And that'll bring us to the end of quarter number 1 here at Keystone Oaks. It is the 7th-seeded Golden Eagles leading the Charleroi Cougars 16-11. So Casey, as you said, first quarter looked like Charleroi trying to shake some cobweb or shake some nerves early on in this one, and you might expect that, young team,
it's tough. It's tough, but like I brought up earlier, and I think we both talked about it. You got to have 3 to 4 to 5 step up in a playoff game. You can't just have one player doing everything. So hopefully this second quarter they turn it around a little bit, and maybe everybody kind of puts it together and steps up.
Yes, first quarter scoring for Charleroi, Lena Henderson with 9, and McKenna Boots the younger with just 2. So that's the extent of the scoring in the first quarter for the Cougars. Over on the other side, Grace Gardner with 2. Lexi Wagner with 3. Polziani with 2. 5 for Neal, and 4 for Rig, and I think that you are right. They just gave her the 2 on that opening shot of the game, which is why we were all goofy on the score here. But now we're back. Inside, Corrado up. Had the shot kind of deflected there. Back the other way comes Neal. Driving inside, no good. Offensive rebound, no good again. And that one is grabbed that time by Gardner to Wagner. She gets another offensive board. Ball batted around and is going to go into the corner, out of bounds, and Charleroi is going to get it. But my goodness.
What was that, about 3 or 4 for $1?
That was a lot down there. I think I had 4 offensive boards on that possession, and that's something that you can't have, again, like you said. Henderson. Corrado in the corner finds Jones near the foul line, but she loses it. McKenna DeYounger's there to pick it up. Corrado is going to fire up a 3. It's short. Rebounded again by Neal.
I think, one of Naz's many pet peeves, got to follow that shot. Nobody's following the shot. That's an easy 2.
Wagner for 3 is no good. Riley Jones gets her 4th board of this first half, and Henderson brings it up the floor. Charleroi looking right now like they're dependent on that 3-pointer. They might need to get it inside. Corrado for 3, got it. Bella Corrado, her first basket of the night. And Charleroi is within a deuce, 16-14.
That's it.
Sometimes it just takes one to get it going. And that was a LeBron-like flop right there by Polziani, and a shot no good. Riley Jones with the rebound, number 5. DeYounger up the floor. She's going to drive. Kick it to Corrado, looking for 2 in a row. No good. And that ball's going to go off the hands. Rig had it, but had it knocked free, apparently, by a Charleroi Cougar out of bounds, and Keystone Oaks will take over. Of course, KO ending a 9-0 run that was stopped by Charleroi with a 3, and now Charleroi with 8 straight points. Down ball goes to Sarah Koski into the game for the Golden Eagles. Long pass, Ariana Neal for 3. That's long. DeYounger gets to the rebound.
I feel like Charleroi settled down a little bit on the defensive side.
Seems that way. Things aren't as easy. This is Karanko for 3. That one's short, but Henderson gets the rebound, has it swatted out of her hands. Back the other way comes Neal. She drives up inside, lay it up, and good. Ariana Neal with 7 points, and it's 18-14.
That's a nice move.
Henderson for 3, in and out. And the rebound to Sarakowski, but they lost it. Now Jones with a rebound, and she's fouled. There's a missing offensive board from the Charleroi offense there, and it's going to force a foul and put her on the line. 3 fouls now on Poliziani. Watch out here. Jones misses on the first one. 4:59 to go. We got 18-14. A second free throw pending here for Riley Jones. That one. I don't know if I've ever quite seen that one before. It like shattered around like it was going to come out and then rimmed around and good. 18-15. It's a one-possession game. Ball into Garner, back out to Neal. She'll swing it over here, Lexi. Wagner for three. That's in and out. Karenko battling Neal for the rebound, and we've got a jump ball. Possession error is going to favor the Golden Eagles here.
I don't know. I think some fans thought they were a little quick on the whistle there, Dean.
Yeah. Into the corner. Wagner's going to fire up a three off the inbound. That's no good. Karenko gets the rebound, and she's going to bring it up the floor. She's one-on-one. Leaves it for the trailer. DeYounger, good. Nice little dish there by Hannah Karenko.
It was nice. It's nice. She didn't force it up, you know. She
was one-on-one. It was a close play, and she just found the trailer. Neal for three. No good. Jones the rebound. 7 rebounds, and now we've got a foul. An 11-2 run the Cougars are in the middle of right here. Second foul on Grace Gardner. That puts them one away from single bonus here. Henderson gets the ball. Takes it, now goes into Corrado. She finds Jones, will try to make some room. Can't do it. Dishes to DeYounger. Jump shot, a little flat. Rebounded by Sarakoski, but she loses it out of bounds. Ball inbounded quickly to Jones. She has her shot blocked, but Karenko recovers. Bella Corrado for three. Short off the front of the iron. Rebound, Grace Gardner. Here's Wagner to Neal. Finds Gardner in the lane. Goes down the lane and puts up a shot, and she's fouled. Looks like Riley Jones on that one.
It's tough. It's, like you mentioned, Dean, Keystone Oaks has the height, and that's giving them a little bit of trouble.
I mean, rebounding alone is one thing, but they're also, the height is also causing some trouble on the offensive end because they're unable to get quality shots up.
Absolutely.
Second one is no good. Offensive rebound by Gardner. It looked like she got away with a travel there. And another jump ball. Is going to give the ball back to Charleroi this time. 19-17 now, 3:34 to go. Anticipated a good one from another 7-10 matchup, and so far, this has been Corrado in the corner. Ball got deflected. DeYounger gave it away, though. Back the other way. Wagner. Body bang underneath. No good. Henderson was able to get the rebound, but dribbled it out of bounds. KO taking the ball out underneath. In the corner for Wagner for three. Karenko comes out to challenge, but Wagner hits it. She had the wide open one that she missed earlier, and then hits that one with some pressure. Henderson now to Corrado. Tries to go down the lane again. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here with Charleroi. Karenko to Corrado, and she needed to put that one on the floor. Tried that a little bit too far away from the hoop.
Like you said, you got to shake the nerves off a little bit. They also need to keep an eye on 13. That's their shooter, Wagner.
Yep. Neal drives, no good. Sarakoski there for the rebound and the putback. And now that's 5 straight points here for Keystone Oaks. 24-17 now. Karenko's left all alone for 3. No good. Rebound is going to be grabbed again, and we're going to have another jump ball. Ball goes over to Keystone Oaks. .210 in a turning first half clock. 24-17 Keystone Oaks. Trying to extend this lead here. Wagner again has it up top. She finds Gardner. She'll drive the lane, throw up a shot, no good. This one's going to be rebounded by Corrado.
Charleroi with a timeout.
30-second timeout taken by Coach Bill Wagner over there. 1:46 to go till halftime. Hey Casey, you looking for a solid start to your daily routine? Look no further than the newly opened Camel Coffee Company in Washington Township, Bell Vernon. Camel Coffee Company is open daily from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., featuring Intelligentsia coffee and other custom-made and community-brewed coffee. You can also add a pastry and sandwiches to your daily routine as well. Camel Coffee Company offers free Wi-Fi and is locally owned and operated, so go check them out along 201 directly across from the Washington Township Fire Hall. No, you've checked them out a few times.
A few times. Yeah. A few times. I'm trying to rack up my points.
I was going to say, you got a regular shopper card over there?
I pretty much, yeah. Yeah, you catch me there on Saturday mornings. That's our breakfast date.
There you go. Ball into the middle to Corrado. She drives down the lane, throws up a shot, no good. Loose ball grabbed by Neal. Coming back the other way, she'll throw up a floater. No good. Offensive rebounded again and put in. That's Sarakowski with another one.
I mean, it's fundamental, but it's the second chance opportunities that are killing Charleroi right now.
Absolutely. Henderson now. Corrado finds DeYounger driving the lane. And they're going to get her for another charge here. Don't know if I like that call.
Yeah, that's,
She's like, kind of leaning back, I feel, a little bit as she got impacted there.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the coach. I'd be a little upset by that one.
So under a minute now, left here in half. Ball into the corner. Then back out to Wagner. She'll drive inside, throw up a shot, no good. The ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Charleroi basketball. I think right now for the Golden Eagles, their thought is let's just throw up what we can because at the rate we're getting rebounds, It doesn't matter.
Absolutely, you're right.
DeYounger now on the lane with a jump shot, good. And we're underneath 30 seconds to go, 26-19. And Wagner here, and it looks like Keystone Oaks spreading them out a little bit here, looking for the final shot of the half. This is Rigg to Neal. Wagner now driving the lane, throws up a shot, no good. Offensive rebounded by Sarakowski, and now Corrado gets it, 5 seconds to go, dribbling with the basketball up the floor. Throws it up to DeYounger for 3 at the buzzer, no good. So we are through 16 minutes here at Keystone Oaks High School. It is the Golden Eagles leading Charleroi 26-19. Teams heading off the floor, heading to some locker rooms for halftime. So far, scoring looks like this. Lena Henderson leading Charleroi with 9. Boots DeYounger has 6, 3 for Bella Corrado, and 1 for Riley Jones. On the other side, Grace Gardner for Keystone Oaks with 3. 6 for Lexi Wagner, 2 for Jody Poliziani. That's easy for You saying. 7 for Ariana Neal, 4 for Bailey Rigg, and 4 for Abby Sarakowski off the bench. So looking at what we've got here is we've got a pretty balanced line of scoring for Keystone Oaks, and really only 2 contributors so far to the Charleroi line worth noting. So like you mentioned, it's rebounding and it's getting some other players to get on the scoreboard.
And when they came back and when they brought that gap down to what I think it was down to maybe 2 or 4.
Yeah,
I mean it was the defense. It was the defense and the patience on defense and offense. They were down to 1, and you could tell they slowed it down a good bit. So you would think that in the second half they're going to need to try to swing the momentum a little bit. Let KO play their game.
Right, absolutely, and it was a 16-6 advantage before they went on that 11-3 run to get them back into the game, and then they watched an 8-0 run by Keystone Oaks as an answer. So finding that middle ground where they're able to, still be able to keep up with shots is also going to be important for them if they're going to come back in the second half.
And they can do it. I mean, they proved it they proved it in the first and second quarter. So, we'll see what they can do.
26-19, Keystone Oaks out in front at the half here. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes here on MVI Live and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Back here at Keystone Oaks at the half, it is the home team, the Golden Eagles, leading Charleroi 26-19. Got some out-of-town scores to update you on here in boys 5A first round matchup. Latrobe is leading Thomas Jefferson at the half, 31-30. After trailing after the first quarter, Char Valley is now on top of McKeesport, 37-18. Fraser over Fort Cherry, 27-21. And at the half, it was nice knowing you, Cal Trojans.
That's it, huh?
54-19 Olsh at the half. Tough one there. As I mentioned earlier, great sponsors here for us at MVI Live. If you've recently bought a home or refinanced your current home, have you considered changing your homeowner's insurance? The Michael Williamson Farmers Insurance Agency offers great rates and excellent customer service. Give them a call at 724-292-8066 or visit the office at 214 West Main Street in Monongahela. The Michael Williamson Farmers Insurance Agency is proud to sponsor MVI Live and Mon Valley Athletics. Foster House 2 is now open for dine-in and carry-out. Don't miss one of the famous King sandwiches from Foster House, which now has pizza by the slice and pizza burgers available all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Watch all the Penguins games on the big screen TVs with a feature 22-ounce Coors Light draft for $2.50 during games. And the kitchen is also open until 11:30. So don't miss some of the best food the Valley has to offer at Foster House 2, Washington Township in Bell Vernon. Do you need something done around your house, especially when it comes to your HVAC system? Look no further than The Working Man. Give Chuck Murlock a call for your HVAC and plumbing needs, but that's not all The Working Man does. Electrical, framing, drywall, excavation, fire and water and fire restoration, you name it, he can likely do it. An authorized Lennox Carrier dealer, The Working Man also offers apprenticeship programs and can provide excavating, help you with your insurance claims, and now features whole house air cleaners to help kill viruses. Call The Working Man at 724-557-2028 for all your HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and building needs.
So, Dean, what are you thinking? What are the keys for Charleroi if they want to make this strong comeback?
We need to get up on the glass.
Yeah?
Especially on the defensive side. They're giving Keystone way too many second chance and third chance and fourth chance opportunities. And they just need to calm down, I think. And just knock down some shots. Get to play in your, get to play in your game and get back to Charleroi Cougar girls basketball here in the second half.
That's it. And we know they can do it, right? They were able to come back and make a little bit of a run in the second quarter. So we know they're able to do it, but they got to play together.
Corrado down the lane is up with a shot. No good. Loose ball is going to be knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go over to Keystone Oaks. And here comes Lexi Wagner up the floor, guarded by Hannah Karenko tightly. She slips down and turns the ball over. Corrado intercepts. She's going to drive all the way in, lay it up off the glass, and good. First two of the second half go the Cougars' way on a steal and layup. Wagner again drives, and she is... I should have probably kept track of how many times she's had to pick herself up off the floor.
Yeah, and in the end of the first half, she really banged up her elbow.
And in the corner, here comes Wagner for three. No good. Rebound is for Jones. She had a nice half as far as rebounds go for the Cougars. She had 7. This is a long jump up by DeYounger, no good. Wagner on the rebound on the backside. 26-21. Wagner avoids the double team, gets the dish. Neal for deep shot, no good. Gardner on the glass. Inside to Neal, who's wide open, lays it up, and no good. Karenko challenging her for the rebound, and we've got a jump ball called as once again players sprawl to the floor, and it's going to stay right here with KO. Inbounded by Poliziani, who's got 3 fouls, quick entry pass.
That's a good pass.
Nice play.
Good play.
Looked like she was going to throw it hard somewhere, and she just kind of softly put it inside. There's DeYounger for 3, no good. Riley Jones, an offensive rebound. She puts up a shot, no good. And Lena Henderson's going to get this one. So there's an offensive second chance for the Cougars, and Henderson's going to do it. (28-23) is the score right now. 6:03 left here in quarter number 3. Reed in the corner. Gardner. Back to Reed. Float shot down the lane. No good. Gardner go with the offensive rebound. And the ball bounced around. And Corrado is going to come up with it. Tries to dish it off. And once again, jump ball.
I think, Dean, at the end of the game, that's what's going to be the difference, for either team, really. The hustle points, the getting on the floor, and really the offensive and defensive rebounds.
Yeah, we're seeing the scrappiness and hustle. Corrado gets an entry pass, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Poliziani. Wagner now. Over to Riggs. She's going to spot up for 3. Way long. Karanko is going to get the rebound and come back the other way. Loses the ball. Goes. DeYounger's able to pick it up and score it. Boots DeYounger with 8.
Just what we said. Hustle points.
And there's an offensive foul going back the other way. We've seen 2 of those or 3 of those against the Cougars in the first half, and now 1 back against Keystone Oaks.
Wagner. She plays physical, and you're almost waiting for one of those to happen.
Yeah, she's been, very, she's driven, very drive down the lane, very, I'm going to come into your kitchen, and Henderson was open underneath on a backside pass there, and a turnover. Had her open, just didn't quite turn fast enough, I don't think. Neal the inbound to Wagner. Back to Neal, almost intercepted there. Neal working here, and another one. What's the call here?
I think they got her on travel.
Charge.
No, they got her on travel, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't really see the travel. I saw more of a charge, but...
Yeah, there was a bunch of, traffic in my way there. I really didn't see it. Younger thought about 3, finds Corrado at the foul line. Jump shot, no good. Rebound by Sarakovsky. Neal up the floor to Rigg. She's going to drive toward the lane and now back it out. Foot on the 3-point line. Jump shot is good. Haley Riggs got 6. Five-point lead for the home team. Corrado Henderson for 3, way long, and Wagner tried to, I don't know what she tried to do there, but she ended up knocking it out of bounds.
Yeah, I couldn't tell from here on that one.
I don't know if she thought she had a chance to grab it or what. Eddie to inbound. Looking for Jones. She puts up a shot. Good. Riley Jones has 3 points. Pressure here. And Wagner is going to lose it out of bounds. Closely guarded over there. And looks like we've got a sub in the game. It's now 30-27. Charleroi is going to have the ball here. I think this is a big possession for the Cougars. Get themselves either back within 1 or even up.
Yep.
DeYounger is going to drive and try to get them back within 1. Her shot is no good, but she gets her own rebound, puts up another shot, no good. Jones with a rebound, and we've got a foul called.
There it is. And, in the first half, Keystone Oaks had one like that, where they got 3 or 4 opportunities. Now, the table have turned, and Charleroi is really getting involved underneath.
Yeah, it's a little bit more little bit more want-to in their rebounding here in the second half. And meanwhile, Jody Poliziani has picked up her 4th foul already, so she's out. Eddie will spot up for a jump shot. It's long. Rebounded underneath by Riley, and now Gardner grabs it. Ball up the floor quickly. Lexi, no good. Eddie with the rebound, coming back the other way now. Feeds it to the middle, and foul called again. Riley Jones is going to get an opportunity at the free throw line, I believe, here. Sarakoski's first foul. Riley Jones to the line here for 2. She's 1 for 2 on the game. And she hits the first one. You always kind of watch players for when they, try to get close to double figures in points, but Riley Jones has 11 rebounds.
Yeah.
So already double digits there.
In the games where I either watched in person or online, she's very active. So I'm not surprised by that.
Loose ball, finally grabbed by Eddie, lay it up and good. Reese Eddy's first basket has tied this game up at 30. And to drive the lane, and we're going to have a foul here.
Let's go, get the ball. Get the ball. Let's go, get a rebound.
Foul's going to be called on Eddie. Charleroi's first team foul here in the second half. And Gardner is going to miss the free throw. One more coming. That one's good. Keystone Oaks back out in front, but just by a nose. It's 31-30. Henderson for 3. Lena Henderson with another 3. She's got 14 points. And the Cougars are in front, 33-31. Ball hits off of a Charleroi player out of bounds. It'll stay with Keystone Oaks, but the Cougars coming all the way back have their first lead of the night.
And if you're reading body language, it looks like Keystone Oaks is a little frustrated right now.
Yeah. Neal takes a shot. That's short. And DeYounger tried to grab the rebound, had it knocked out of her hands, but it's going to go back to the Charleroi. Now let's see what they do with the lead. Corrado over to Jones. She's going to take a jump shot from inside the three-point line. Eddie drives to get the rebound, but she lost it off her hands out of bounds. She got to that spot pretty quickly. Just couldn't control the ball. Neal now coming up the floor. Gets by the trap. Drives the lane. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Neal. She'll throw up another one, and this one will go. Ariana Neal with 9. Game tied at 33. Ball here near side Henderson. She's going to free herself up. Throw up a jump shot. Missed everything. Eddie grabbed the rebound but threw it back into the hands of a Keystone Oaks player. That's Abby Sarakoski, and back the other way come the Golden Eagles. Neal drives down to the baseline, kicks it out to Sarakoski, who nudges it along to Rigg. She will take a jump shot from inside the free throw line and hit that one and give Keystone Oaks back the lead.
And that's a good shot. You know, Keystone Oaks, when they're patient and they move the ball around, they really get the really open shots.
Corrado for 3 is no good. Wagner again is going. Lexi Wagner is going to hit the deck again. Wagner is. She's going to be a little bumped and bruised.
Yeah, and that might be why she wears the long sleeve shirt.
Ball inbounded. Give and go. Henderson in and out. No good. Corrado gets the rebound. She puts up a shot high off the glass. It's going to hit the top and go over on the turnover to Keystone Oaks. It's out of bounds. And Keystone Oaks here is going to take this opportunity to call a timeout with 1:04 to go in the third quarter, and it's we got a ball game, 35-33, Golden Eagles, the 7 seed leading the 10 seeded Charleroi Cougars. Are you looking for the best local news and sports coverage? Look no further than the Mon Valley Independent. The newspaper is currently offering a great deal. 60 days free of the electronic edition, which will easily get you through the winter sports season. Visit monvalleyindependent.com today or call 724-314-0030 to register for your free e-edition and follow your favorite local sports teams and get the best local news and sports coverage. Not only does Team MVI bring the absolute best sports coverage each day, but now we've gone down the rabbit hole of podcasting. Join sports editor Jeremy Salou, assistant sports editor Jose Negron, and the cast of characters as they discuss this week's sports news, sometimes with a special guest. Join the crew this Sunday as they return to record the podcast at Perked Up Cafe in Charleroi right about 10:30 a.m., just in time for its release to the masses at around 1 on your favorite podcasting station. Wagner gets the inbound pass. She's going to head up the floor and find Rigg. She's going to dribble down toward the baseline. Watched there by Henderson. Finds Gardner at the elbow. She'll drive down the bottom of the lane, up with a shot, no good. Guess who's there with another rebound? Riley Jones now with 12. Up the floor comes Charleroi. This is DeYounger. She drives the lane, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it was going to stay here. And again, this is one of them situations where there's a foul called. Either way, that's a foul.
Yeah, that's it's definitely in my book not a no call.
It's either a block or a charge. Shot up, no good this time by DeYounger, and the rebound's going to be tracked down by Keystone Oaks, but a foul call. Third foul going to be called here on Bella Corrado. Only the Charleroi second team foul. Wagner up the floor, throws it. Now we've got a scrap on the floor again, and another jump ball called. I'm not totally sure, but isn't it also a foul when you jump on somebody else?
Dean, I've seen it called in the past. I don't want to question any. I've seen it called in the past.
Inbounded to Gardner. She'll just hand it off to Wagner. Drive down toward the lane. Dishes it down low. Sarakoski up with a shot. No good. Ball loose. Wagner grabs it. Puts it up. Got it to go. And the foul.
I'll give it to Wagner. She's been battling. She deserved that one.
Yeah.
For about the whole quarter here, she's throwing herself all over the place on the floor and really, doing a good job. So she deserves that bucket.
Battling hard is Lexi Wagner. She has 8 for Keystone Oaks, looking to make it 9, and this one goes in and out, no good. Jones with a rebound, and they're going to call a foul on that.
$20 seconds left in the quarter. See if Charleroi plans on trying to get a quick one here, get a little closer.
Haven't scored since that 3 at the 2:47 mark that gave them their first lead.
Yeah.
So here's DeYounger, leaves it for Henderson. 6 seconds now. Goes on the wing to Karanko. She'll throw up a 3. No good. Rebounded by Neal. She'll bounce it out, and that's going to end this third quarter. So Charleroi does respond. They bounce back. They get the lead, but the final 6 points belong to Keystone Oaks, and they hold a 37-33 lead going into the fourth quarter. So did they do enough in that third quarter to get them back into this one and give them a chance at the end here?
I think it's going to be a close ending. I think, but listen, I give it to Keystone Oaks. They came in with a game plan and they're really working towards that. So, Charleroi again has to continue to try to maybe slow it down a little bit, work the ball around. And when Keystone Oaks gets moving up and down the floor and they work the ball around and they turn around and again, that transition, they pass the ball well and they're quick. So we'll see. Sorry, Dean. It's going to be an interesting fourth quarter.
Charleroi did outscore Keystone Oaks 14-11 in that quarter. As we mentioned, took their first lead at one point and now trail by 4, 37-33. Here comes Henderson looking for some space. She got elbowed in the head and the foul is called. I think that's going to be 4 on Gardner. It is. So 2 Keystone Oaks players now with 5 fouls. Quick little pass by Karanko. Corrado put up a shot, no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds to Keystone Oaks. Louisiana's going to check back in with 4 fouls for Gardner. Of course, Keystone Oaks has only gone 1 player into their bench. Same thing with Charleroi, really. So you kind of wonder how deep these teams are. Pass up the floor, intercepted. DeYounger finds Corrado. She's going to drive the lane, laid up off the glass, and good. Bella Corrado now has 7 points.
2-point ball game.
Wagner for 3 in the corner, no good. Riggs right there for the rebound, and she's going to be fouled by Corrado going up. And now she's going to have 4 fouls. Yes, she does.
That last foul.
You are right. Sorry, we got a correction here, folks. Corrado has only 1 foul. 3 for...
Let's go. Let's not get this board.
3 for DeYounger.
3 for DeYounger. Here comes DeYounger up the floor. She's going to try to go all the way in, lay it up, and good. We're back to a tie game at 37. 7:12 to go. Neal stumbles. Ball grabbed by Corrado. Up to DeYounger. Up off the glass and no good. Wagner grabs the rebound. Back up the floor. Comes Keystone Oaks now. And there's a good basket by the Eagles. That one was Ariana Neal. 39-37. DeYounger for 3, no good. Wagner with the rebound. Wagner now driving to the hoop, throws one up, no good. Ball batted around and out of bounds. It's going to stay here. 6.5 to go. Keystone Oaks holding a 39-37 lead. 7v10 here. Into Neal, and they're going to get a foul here.
They've ran that same play how many times? You know, I mean, it's working. Good for Keystone Oaks. They're taking advantage and they know what they're doing. You know, they must have. I don't know if that's on the scouting report or what.
Well, they at least converged on that one. They just didn't get there just quick enough.
Right.
So Neal will go to the line here for 2. First one's good. Ariana Neal with 12, leading the Golden Eagles. Second one is no good. Riley Jones the rebound. DeYounger to Karanko off the glass and good.
I don't know if I've seen a player do an actual jump stop and bounce pass all season.
That's one of those.
I mean, that was textbook.
Yeah, that you know, we used to run the what did you guys call that drill where you were running up and down the 4-3 on 2?
Yeah.
Cincinnati, UCLA, something like that.
I think we called it Cincinnati.
Yeah, and you always stopped at like the free throw line and hit a bounce pass on the wing. Crazy. You know. Yeah, you know, and those are the types of things. And if you watch the really, really good teams, they're just so fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
Boxing out.
You're right.
You know, doing the little things, the extra pass.
And I don't mean to sound like the old guy get off my lawn, but kids aren't doing that as much now.
No.
It's not everybody, but you just see so many games where kids they're worried about the shooting a 3 or doing something else, and you know, it's interesting when you see kids get back to basics how successful they are.
And that's how you build success. You start by getting the fundamentals down,
Exactly.
and then you start to layer that other stuff, the 3-ball.
Well, there you go.
The backdoor cuts into it.
Now it's sometimes it's the opposite.
It's the other way around. Nice look there by DeYounger. Karanko can't get it to go. Sarah Koski with a rebound for Keystone Oaks. And we're going to get a foul here as DeYounger tried to come up the floor and get a steal. And now that is 4 on Boots DeYounger. So let's see what happens here. Ball goes up inside. No good of a shot that time by Poliziani, and now we've got another jump ball, and it's going to go over. Oh, no, they called a foul.
I was going to say, I thought they were over the back.
They did. They called Sarah Koski on the foul. Number 2 for her. That's now 16 fouls a side. So we're going to be shooting free throws here really soon, and, something else that's fundamental that could result in this game's decision. Henderson gets the roll. And Charleroi back out on top now, 41-40.
Again, as we beat the fundamental drum, that's a pick and roll.
Yep.
That's a pick and roll right there.
And Neal, meanwhile, at the other end, is able to take one up and score. 42-41. Henderson to Corrado to DeYounger. Baseline jump shot is long, but Riley Jones is right there for the rebound. Shot good again for Lena Henderson, who now has 18 points. 43-42 now. He called that on foul there on Karanko. It'll be her 3rd foul, and there's the 7th team foul that we alluded to a few seconds ago, resulting in some free throws. Sarah Koski is going to get at the first opportunity and shoot 1-1. And she gets the first, show her in the second. Game tied at 43.
And this one may come down to free throws.
Second one is no good, but Neal gets an offensive rebound, and now she's fouled. That one's called on Jones.
I hear people complaining about over the back, but if you're boxing out, pushing back a little bit more, it's going to give you a better chance of getting that call, right? You can't just stand still and not just open up your body.
No, I completely agree. You gotta get that into him and push him out of the way. Neal's going to hit them both. 45-43. Quick jump shot by Karanko is good. Game tied again at 45 here. Ball comes out. 3-ball by Rieg is off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Poliziani, but she has it knocked out of her hand. Ball up the floor quickly. Corrado on the deck getting the ball. Finds Henderson. She drives. Her shot is blocked by Rieg, and we've got a... What's the deal here? Just an out of bounds?
I think so. Yeah. I think they said that Henderson was out of bounds when that ball hit her.
Okay. So game still tied at 45. 4:14 to go now. Wagner comes up the floor, had it picked off from behind. Karanko got it and is now going to be forced for a foul here. Bailey Rieg is going to be called for the foul. And now Karanko is going to get a chance for 1-1. First one. Boy, that was a pretty free throw. A lot of rotation.
I feel like her dad may have showed her a little bit, you know. It looks like a pure free throw there.
That one.
I jinxed her.
Yeah.
I did this.
You did the Naz Victoria jinx on the free throw.
Oh.
But regardless, Charleroi has the lead. It's 46-45 now. Neal is going to drive the lane, step through, lay it up and good.
I don't know if anybody can stop her, Dean. When she gets going and gets to the hole, I don't know if there's anybody on the Charleroi team that can stop her.
Ball in the corner now. Corrado looks for DeYounger cutting. Ball stolen. And here comes Neal again up the floor. Finds Wagner. Charge. Four fouls now on 3 Keystone Oaks players. DeYounger tries to pass it down low, but gave it away. Back the other way comes Keystone Oaks, and then DeYounger's able to steal it. Back up the floor she comes now. Throws up a shot. Blocked by Gardner. Up the floor quickly to Neal. She's going to put up a shot, and she's going to be fouled. And she's going to get the chance to shoot too. Neal has 16, and she's going to have a chance to grow on that. As Karanko now has 4 fouls. Foul trouble all over the place. Neal hits the first one. Extends Keystone Oaks' lead to 2 now, 48-46. Second one. Front iron, back iron, good. 3-point lead. In the corner, Henderson thought about it, gave it out to Karanko. She goes to Corrado, turns, drives to the hoop, lays it up off the glass and no good. Neal with another rebound, and here she comes down. Goes behind her back with the ball. Dishes it off to Wagner. Wagner turnaround jump shot is no good. Neal grabs a rebound and puts it up and good. Ariana Neal having herself a heck of a second half here. 3 ball for Henderson is no good. The ball is rebounded by Gardner. It's 51-46, and Keystone Oaks is going to call a timeout here. 2:32 to go. A little 6-0 spurt here by the Golden Eagles have given them a 5-point advantage, 51-46. As the game has come down here, looks like once again they're trying to force a little bit too much at Charleroi, and it's leading to some turnovers and not getting the good looks that they were getting earlier.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking I was going to bring up. It's just, I don't think, there's still enough time. They don't need to shoot that quick 3. Work it through a little bit. They have Keystone Oaks has 3 girls with 4 fouls. Work it around a little bit. Try to maybe take something into the hole, maybe get a cheap foul on someone. It's just, and that's on both sides. Charleroi too with a couple girls with 4 fouls. So, the quick shot's not always the best way to go.
Another local team has been eliminated from the WPIAL playoffs in Boys 2A. The Monessen Greyhounds fall to Shenango 60-35. So that's
I had Monessen going. That was my pick for this one. I thought my man Chaz Murlock was going to get it done.
Looked like they struggled mightily offensively, only 35 points.
Yeah.
So 2:31 to go here. Keystone Oaks with the ball in a 5-point lead. Let's see what the strategy is for Charleroi on the defense as Keystone Oaks tries to drain the clock. Wagner down the lane, got it to go. $53-46 now. DeYounger's going to drive, lay it off the glass. Too strong. Offensive rebound by Jones in the putback, and the extra one on the foul. Riley Jones with
How many rebounds?
16 rebounds as Jody Poliziani has fouled out of this one for Keystone Oaks. The free throw is up and no good. This rebound is grabbed by Gardner, who has 13 herself for Keystone Oaks as well. Here comes Neal. It's 53-48. 3-ball on the way. Rebounded. Another one by Riley Jones. I don't know if you need that 3. Do you, Keystone Oaks? Do you need that 3?
No. Yeah. That's, we go back to the...
Corrado with a jump shot from the elbow. It's now 53-50.
Charleroi needs a stop.
Ball now on the wing and back up top it goes to Gardner, and then she hands it off to Lexi Wagner. Clock at 1:16 to go. Out top to Rigg. Guarded by DeYounger, and Corrado comes over to help. Ball goes inside. Gardner looking for a dish. This one up off the glass and no good by Sarakoski. Rebound tracked down by Karenko. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Charleroi. Looks like a full timeout taken by Charleroi here. 55.7 seconds to go. We've seen Keystone Oaks get out to a decent margin. Charleroi drains it back.
Yeah.
They get out to a decent margin.
Yeah.
Charleroi brings it back. We've seen it again here. The Cougars took a 46-45 lead and then watched 8 straight points go up on the board for Keystone Oaks. With the last 4 belonging to the Cougars, it's a 3-point game.
We'll see what they come out here with now. It'll be interesting to see kind of what they, you hate to see them rush to something. I hope they don't, get a good one, get a good look, work the ball around, see what they can get.
Ariana Neal, 20 points and 13 rebounds for Keystone Oaks.
I think she's only a sophomore too.
Yes, she is only a sophomore, averaging 15.1 points per game. So she's got that. On the Charleroi side, Lena Henderson has 18 points. Riley Jones has 17 rebounds to go along with 6 points. Boots DeYounger has 10 points. So here comes the Cougars. Under a minute to go, down by 3. Let's see what the strategy is. A quick deuce, go for the tie. What do you think here? Lena Henderson's going to try to get it inside. Karenko looking, tried to dish it off. Henderson wins the battle to it. She's going to throw up a jump shot. Good, just the 2. It's a 1-point game. 53-52 now. Trying to get across the timeline, then they do. Gardner gives it off to Wagner. Wagner with the ball. Over on the wing to Rigg now, 21 seconds to go. And a timeout taken by Keystone Oaks this time, I believe. Full timeout, Keystone Oaks. Yeah. 19.6 seconds to go. You'd have thought maybe they'd have come with the foul a little quicker there. But, Wagner was being watched by DeYounger, who's got 4 fouls, and Karenko's got 4 fouls. So neither one of them two could foul. Somebody else needed to step up and do that.
And then on the other side, who do you foul from Keystone Oaks? Because they seem to have a pretty solid, free throw percentage, their team.
Yeah, definitely not Ariana Neal. She's only missed twice. Lexi Wagner's only hit 1 out of 3 from the looks of it. Grace Gardner's 2 out of 4. Sarakoski's 1 out of 2. So there are definitely some options out there for Charleroi to put somebody on the line, but they're running out of time to do so. Just 19.6 seconds to go in this one.
You want to almost, like you said, maybe have given that foul a little earlier, not let Keystone Oaks call that timeout.
Of course, the winner of this game will play either Mohawk or Washington on Saturday at noon. So into Neal. Neal's going to be fouled immediately by Henderson. So that works. Henderson only had 2. She now has 3. And with 17.6 seconds to go, here comes Ariana Neal for 2 shots. And that missed.
Think about what you have to do, Ed.
Into the game comes Reese Eddy.
Very important rebound here.
Neal got that second one to go, though. It is a 2-point lead, 54-52. Charleroi will call the timeout. 15.1 seconds to go. Down by just a deuce. It's been a very, very entertaining game here. Another out-of-town scoreboard for you. And 5A boys, Thomas Jefferson has taken the lead over Latrobe through 3, 50-48. Final score, Ulsh, 92-35 over California. Another score, doesn't really involve a local team, but the Trinity boys up on Highlands, 53-42. That would be an upset. Highlands, I believe, is the 4th seed. Let's see what else we got here. Ashley Chase is out at Char Valley, and the Colts are leading McKeesport just 52-48 through 3 quarters. So the Tigers hanging around. Laurel Highlands and Shaler tied at 30 at the half. So here we go. Let's reset things for you.
Who do you want shooting this one?
I mean, Henderson's been the big one today. 20 points for her.
Yeah.
She's been hitting. Henderson inbounds it to Karanko. Karanko's had a strong 4th quarter with 5 points. Over on the wing to Corrado. Back up top to Henderson. Now 9 seconds to go. She's going to work it down to the baseline. Kicks it out to Riley Jones for 3 in the lead. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Neal. She stumbles. It goes out of bounds. And the clock expires. Let's see what they're going to do here with the clock.
I thought there was time left.
Nope, they're going off. The officials are going off the floor.
I don't know.
Game over. So, Riley Jones tries a 3 at the buzzer. It rims out no good. Or a couple seconds before the buzzer. And the Keystone Oaks Golden Eagles are going to advance in this one by the final score of 54-52. Tough loss for Charleroi here today. They battled hard and, was probably, a quarter-inch off from taking the lead on that last shot.
That was a good shot. I mean, I give it to him. That was a good shot, good, well-executed play. I mean, they started off the game and they were down. I mean, that game could have gone either way, and it really, they battled back. It was good to see them battle back the way they did. We brought up the point of, it's a young team. It's a young team. You know what I mean? They only have, one senior? Right?
They only have one senior, and she didn't even play.
Yeah. So it's a group. It's a group to watch out for. But same thing with Keystone Oaks.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, another young team. But the thing, talk about the youth at Charleroi, this is experience that they'll take and use for next year,
Absolutely.
and the year after that, because a lot of these kids are still sophomores and freshmen, so still looking for big things in the future from Charleroi, but just not enough today. Falling, the 7th-seeded Keystone Oaks Golden Eagles will advance with a 54-52 victory over the Cougars.
I think that Mohawk and Wash High, were they playing at 6 o'clock as well, I think?
Yes, they were. I have not been able to see anything on either of those teams. Of course, I don't follow either of those two teams on the Twitter sphere, so not able to see exactly what's going on in that one. All right, so thank you everybody for joining us here today for this broadcast of this WPIAL 3A playoff game. For Casey McIntyre, Chad Corrado behind the controls, my name is Dean Delamalva Jr. Thanks. Keystone Oaks 54, Charleroi 52 on MVI Live and the Triv Live High School Sports Network.